G'day guys, today I'm going to show you how to get your hands on one of the most valuable Scrabble tools out there at the moment, and the name of that program is Zyzzyva. Zyzzyva has been around for quite a long time, and mostly it's used by a lot of tournament players, club players. It helps in a study tool. It helps in looking up words. It's basically got the whole deal. So just for this video, I'm just going to go through how to get your hands on it and just the basics of installing, and then in future videos I will go through the specific elements of Zyzzyva, because there are a few important ones that we really want to go through in detail. So if you just make your way to the collinsdictionary.com site, find the title labeled Scrabble, click on Scrabble, scroll down to the Scrabble apps, get the Scrabble apps, click the link, and you should find yourself at the address collinsdictionary.com/Scrabble/Scrabble tools. You can scroll down here and then find Collins Zyzzyva, and then you can download the appropriate one. Now it is available on multiple platforms, Linux and Mac, notably of course Windows, which is on everything, and you can just go ahead and download that. Now once you've downloaded it, I'm just going to do that as an example, and then I'm going to cancel it. I am going to once it's downloaded, you can go ahead and just install. What do I want? So the version that I'm installing at the moment is 5.02. Basically I'm just doing a fresh install, so if I encounter anything that comes up, then hopefully you'll be able to work your way around that. It's a fairly quick install. I think it's about 140 megs. Not that space is an issue these days. That's for the Windows version at least. I'm not sure how the other ones work. This is a free app. It was developed by other players. It's been developed by a player, then it was sold. So this is, I do need to mention that this is specifically for the Collins version. So once that's installed, you can then go ahead and just open up. Now, so this is for Collins, otherwise known as CSW 15. For the American dictionary, which is TWL or OTWCL 14, you need to download that from the NASPA site, the North American Scrabble Players Association site, because I believe that they have licensed the word list, so you have to use their particular app. So if you do want the American version, unfortunately you won't be able to get it here, and you won't be able to get the word list either, but you'll have to do your own research on how to get that. It's fairly easy. I think it's just on the NASPA site, but you have to be a registered member. So once you've downloaded it, it should just I know it does ask for a rebuilding of the database or something along those lines. Yeah, you should get a screen that looks, it should come up and it'll ask you about which lexicons you want to put in, and that should be CSW as, so you set CSW as the default, CSW 15. I like to load CSW 12 because CSW 15's only been around for 6 months or less. What it means is that when I look up words, it will earmark certain words with an indicator that tell me that it's new in CSW 15. I think you can then go, you can load that one. I think it works that way, and you should be able to, yeah, okay, so I can now search in my search function, which is here. I can then select CSW12 or CSW15. I think the database building takes quite a long time, and I think there is an option to redo it. So if I wanted to rebuild the database for all lexicons, it would, I think it takes about 5 minutes, but once it's done, it's lightning fast. So just an example of a few words. I know ZZZS, for example. That was an old one. I know routinies is, so I've got here, just to explain what I've got, is this is just the default search, which is anagram. You just enter in your rack. So most of the time you'll be interested in seven letters, because the 7 letters on your rack, 7 or 8, a general number. But this is a much more powerful machine than just 7s or 8s. So, for example, CSW15 I've selected in the middle box there. I know that this should just come up with one anagram. Ionist, I think it should. Am I going to embarrass myself? I think it's Ionist. Yes. So that's because I've got CSW12 listed here, which has been around for 3 years, as you might have worked out. If I go ahead and switch that to the new dictionary, and I put in routinies, it comes up with the new word, and it's got an earmark next to it. So you can change the symbol if you want. You can turn it off if you want. You don't need them. Like, for example, one that I learned today, Tauton. Yeah. So the default display, it'll display the word, and it'll display the definition if there's a definition available, and for each hook it'll give a little plus sign there to indicate that it's in the new dictionary, but wasn't. So it was in CSW15, but it was not in CSW12. Trying to think of an example where the plus is available and the negative isn't. I can't think of one now, but in future videos I'll go through like basic tutorials or more complex tutorials on how to do effective searches in this. Alright.